The second formation. The second formation. Now, I'm not going to go through all the wording and the verbiage and the responsibilities because you've got. I think you're getting the idea of what we're trying to do here. But the second front that we'd like to run is Steeler. Okay. Now, our Steeler front is essentially the same as a stack with a few exceptions. Exception number one: our tackle and end will align in 4 eyes. Okay, taking the B gap. So even though in stack they have B gap, which is what they have, now we're just going to align them. We're going to align them in 4 eyes. The linebacker adjustments don't change from stack to Steeler. The Sam can still give a change call to the D tackle, and this is where we kind of have some fun with it. The kids like to, out of their Steeler front, that Sam backer or that Will backer, depending upon the offensive front, even though that tackle or end is lined up in a 4-eye, they'll give a change call and they almost run a little game between the backer on that side and the defensive lineman. Because, you know, again, as a quarterback, if you come up and you see a 4-eye, you're thinking that guy's going to be inside. But we'll play some games with that, change the responsibilities. The Mike can give a change call to the nose. They can switch their responsibilities, and the Will can change his responsibilities with the D end on his side. This is why I like, again, coming back to the boundary and the field concept. These guys work together, okay? So I know that Cody and Austin are all going to be on the same page because they're working together as the tackle and the Sam, and they've worked on this during the week. So in game situations, they're ready to go, okay? So what we're going to do is, again, basically just kind of take you through these a little more quickly. Steeler versus Pro, again, they're in 4 eyes. We could get a change call. We could, you know, that Will could give the end a change call that now has the end coming outside with the Will coming inside. Same thing here, same thing here. And even though the nose is weak A, the Mike might send him strong A. So they can play with that a little bit. Linebackers still execute a gap or pull technique based upon the offensive set in Steeler. This is a 2-by-1, okay, versus spread. Okay, versus spread. Again, nothing really changes, all right? Nothing changes. Still 4 eyes when play games. Spur would come down and apex, number 2 to the tackle, okay? We can, if we wanted to, play with these 2 guys. Again, if we felt this was going to be a run situation, we could bring the bandit down if that's what we wanted to do, all right? And again, all this is depending upon the opponent and what they're trying to do in a given week. Versus Deuce. Again, I'll just repeat myself again one more time. We walk the Will out. Okay, we walk the Will out, apexing number 2 to the tackle. We can, if we want, bring him back inside and bring the bandit down. Okay, versus doubles. Same principle here. And again, we can bring the Will back inside, bring the bandit down if that's what we wanted to do. Versus ace. Now here again, much like versus stack, in stack, we bring the bandit down. We're going to be 1-by-1. We're going to be 1-by-1, and the Sam, Mike, and Will should be stacked over the offensive lineman. Those don't change. Okay, those don't change at all. Versus trips. Okay, again, same principle. Nothing really changes. We could take these slides and take them right back to the stack front. And the responsibilities for everybody here would be the same. The only difference is these 3 here, okay, with their alignment, okay, and where they're going to try to go, and again, the games that they can play with these 3 guys. Steeler versus Trey. Now this is a possible adjustment. We would need to bring the bandit down to give more help to the weak side. Can be done in stack also, okay. If we felt that this needed to happen. Because if we were in a pull, all right, the Will, the Sam, and the Mike. Now what we might do, again, we might bring the Sam down. In this particular diagram, I didn't diagram it, but we probably should bring him down, stack him in a 6 technique here, okay? And there have been times where we've actually taken the Sam because of the personnel that we're running against and because of who this spur might be. Okay, we might take the spur down and bring the Sam out. So there's different things that you can do. A lot of this depends upon your personnel, who you have, and what you want to do with them given your given the call that you want to make.